Hello and welcome to another update video about the Sandbox, moving up as expected pretty much. So on this chart here, you can see the last target area that we defined after that initial dip, after that potentially initial impulse. Yeah, we can count that as a 5-wave move up. We then came down in a clear 3-wave structure ABC. The target area was this one. Yeah, you can see how relevant that target area was. So the price moved in this target area for quite a while. I don't really like that structure too much. I talked about that before. You've got a mixture here of higher highs, even lower lows. Nevertheless, it was after a clear ABC correction, and you can see that we are now climbing higher. That was what was expected because we did our first impulse, we came lower in a higher low, and this was the target area based on Fibonacci levels for that correction here. And it seems like that correction here, that shorter term correction, is complete after the Sandbox actually hit this target area. So that was great. And now where are we moving? So in the last video we talked about that the Sandbox was potentially breaking out of that target area here. So it is now clearly left it as well. And we can see that the price has been recently consistently above the 200-day moving average here in yellow. We have even retested here twice now that 200-day moving average, which is, in my opinion, a really good signal, really good sign. And if we call that maybe what we're doing here a first impulsive move up again with a wave 2, we might now do the wave 3. But I said before, I don't really like the structure. It doesn't look too impulsive for me, but we could, let's say, if we could count that here as again the next wave 1 here, and we are now on our way up, then the minimum target for the next move up would be here at least 395. So we could define the next target range for the price where it's going to land, and that would be then here in this region, I would say. Yeah, so between the 395 level and the $4.26, so between the 1.618, that would be the minimum target in my opinion. The way this is currently happening here looks like a lot of overlaps. So if you get these overlaps, that can mean either that we are here doing something corrective, but we can also count this as a series of 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 setups, which in the end will just extend this current wave to the upside. So therefore we could also land a bit higher. But what we're going to do, we're going to leave this target area here, and then we're going to observe in the next few videos and going forward how the price is reacting to these fib levels at 395 and 426. So again, 395 is the minimum target if this is an impulsive move, and it could be, but the structure doesn't convince me yet. But so far it's worked out pretty well here with these two buying areas here, and this would be the next wave up before we then get another correction and move higher again. Certainly what we can expect here is that eventually the price in this move up, in this wave up, could land really up here. Yeah, so it will make sense that this is then an extended wave, because in the end you should land here, because what we can do, we can count this as a wave 1, as a wave 2, and the target area of that wave 1, of that larger wave 1 here, would really be this range here. That would be then a completion of a wave 3. And what we're doing here within this smaller scale wave currently is also that we might have completed our first wave 1, 2. We're now going higher in a wave 3, which could become pretty much an extended wave up because of all these overlaps. So it might be higher than 395. But overall at the moment, the direction is up. Yeah, certainly as long as we stay here above the trend line that we can define. So it is looking bullish at the moment. We also have here on the 4-hour chart, let me just open it up, another bullish crossover on the 4-hour, yeah, on the MACD. So that is looking good. We're not overbought on the RSI. On the daily chart, we are also still moving higher, so we have bullish momentum on the MACD. It decreased recently, but it has now picked up again here, as you can see. So we are still within bullish momentum, and also on the daily, we are not yet overbought while the momentum is continuously going up. No bearish divergence on the daily, which is good as well. And let's take a final look at the 4-day chart. because on the 4-day chart, and that is also bullish, what is coming up here, we're probably going to get a bullish crossover, which means that that blue line here is going to cross above the orange line, and that will create a bullish crossover here on the MACD on the 4-day chart, which is quite meaningful. So again, in my opinion, the direction is further to the upside. So I can only repeat what I said already in the last few videos, that after it hit the target area, it can turn around, obviously, to the upside. We then had a first impulse coming down, pretty much making a higher low, hit exactly the target area, and we're now climbing up to the next target area. I think it's looking good so far, working out as planned pretty much, and that is pretty much the view. And by the way, this scenario can be upheld as long as the price stays above 264. All right, so that's my view on the Sandbox. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.